Today, we're taking a look at the Kyle Larson, HendrickCars.com 2022 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 NASCAR Nextgen kit from Salvino's JR Models. 124 scale, full detail kit. It just got released here within the last couple of weeks, and it is the second of the Hendrick kits to be released. We're still waiting on the 24 and 48, which will be coming here shortly. And it is today's What's in the Box. And now getting started with the body. You can see it is molded in a nice shade of blue. Now we're looking at parts tree F, which is going to be the hood parts tree. This is going to be obviously different in each of the kits, whatever color they molded it in. And then here is going to be one of two spoiler options. This is going to be the low downforce spoiler option. On the real ones, this is it's both clear and solid. So the top part here would be clear, be the clear Lexan, and the bottom piece will be the solid metal. Now we're getting started with parts tree B, which is going to be the flat bottom underside with the diffuser. And then everything will build, the rest of the roll cage and stuff will build up on top of it. I think mine's parts tree is a little warped. Here, I think this is part of the dash, a gauge cluster, or the instrument panel, the digital dash piece. Here we have the fuel filler neck and the vent tube, vent hose. And I believe these pieces here are duct pieces, vent pieces. And then here we have the seat, which is a two-piece seat. And this is the headrest that'll mount on top of it. I'm not sure what that piece is there. And now take a look at parts tree C, which has more chassis pieces, the wheels. Down here, two-piece wheels. So here we have the window net. It's like the oil pan, pedals, the radiator with the fan, the other small window net. Looks like the radiator grill's two-piece. Radiator's two-piece. The rear wheel wells. Here, more bits. I'm not exactly sure what these pieces are for. I think that might be, yeah, I'm not even going to guess. I don't know. And then the two-piece wheels. The opening in the center, so you'll have the center lug basically that will go in through the center and then attach the wheels to the brake rotors. Now taking a look at parts tree A, which is going to be the engine and suspension parts tree, frame parts tree, a little bit of, so here we have some suspension control arms here on the right. These are going to be bracing for the frame. They have spindles and more arms, control arms down here, I believe. And there is the engine. Yeah, the valve covers, the headers, the block. Here we have more suspension pieces. We have the strut springs, coilovers, the coil packs. And now taking a look at parts tree G, which is more parts for various pieces. We have more frame chassis pieces, roll cage pieces, engine pieces. So up here we have the rear transaxle, pulley system, two sets of pulleys, belts. The brake rotors here. As you can see, what the wheels are going to slip onto there are attached to the brakes. Let's remember. So it'll be kind of nice to have wheels off display too. And here we have part of the the chassis frame, one of the impact bars. I'm not sure if it's front or rear. Here we have the headers, steering wheel. Here, another one of the impact bars, and another piece of the roll cage chassis frame. I don't remember exactly what piece it is. I'm still learning the new car as well. That's actually what that piece is for just yet. Now moving on to parts tree D, which has more of the roll cage and chassis frame pieces. Here we have more just frame pieces. Not really quite sure what those go, where they go yet, but they're for the roll cage basically. The rear panel piece is going to go over the rear of the car, so I can't think of what it is. Here we have the rear bulkhead for the roll cage interior. It's going to be, if you're looking back towards it from the front. Again, here more pieces, fuel cell. And over here will be the firewall. I'm getting a couple other pieces for the roll cage. And now we're going to look at parts tree E, which has the rest of the roll cage frame pieces. So here we have the top bar, top roll cage bars. Mine's kind of came loose a little bit off of the left and right side of the roll cage are the intrusion panel pieces. Another roll bar piece there. I'm not sure what that piece is going to be. And here we have the transmission, or the prop shaft tunnel. It's not a drive shaft tunnel, it's a prop shaft tunnel. That's what that is. And then as well as some of the front the frame pieces. I think this is the front. And then here we have another roll bar, the fire suppression bottles. Here's a look at the inside of those. Now we're going to take a look at the clear parts tree. First we have the front window with the vent opening in there. We have the rear window with the rear window vents. And we have the side window, the front vent window, the rear quarter windows. And here we have one choice of the other choice for the spoiler. This is going to be the high downforce spoiler. So you'll have to paint the lower section of it. And the shark fins here, two-piece, which is nice. Nice they did it in two pieces compared to Revell, who did it in the one piece. And now we're going to take a look at the blank sidewall roundy rounds, which is perfectly fine. They don't need to. They need to be blank in this case. So we have the Goodyear race slicks. They're definitely going to need some sanding. But other than that, there we go. And now we're going to take a look at the decal sheets, and there are going to be 3 of them. First, we're going to start with the white decal sheet. So this is going to be for all the white parts on the body, so you don't have to paint the white, just paint the blue, add the white decals. So you have consists of 4 pieces. You have the left and right, the deck lid, and these are going to go on the top part of the rear fenders. And you have we'll call this the decal sheet, which have your headlight, taillight grills, all the window frame decals, hood pins, side skirt decals, so you don't have to paint the side skirts, you don't have to mask paint that. And the main HendrickCars.com paint scheme decal sheet, the main decal sheet, if you will. These are, of course, also power slide decals, so you're getting some nice quality decals included. The Goodyear tire decals. So that, my friends, is going to do it for this look at the Kyle Larson, HendrickCars.com, number 5. Chevy Camaro 2022 Chevrolet Camaro Z01 NASCAR Nextgen kit from Salvino's JR models. And yes, you want to get yourself some color match paint, you can. James Scalefinishes has the paints for the next car, Nextgen kits for our Salvino JR kit paints, and he does have the intracars.com paint available. So don't forget to use Peden's 10 at checkout. Save yourself 10% on your order. So on that note, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.